Alright guys, the day has finally come. The Chaser 32 is about to make its very first maiden voyage and touch the water. I'm going to open it up and give you a little overview of it. So the first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be running the Gens Ace 4S pack 6800 120C. Right now I've got it set up pretty much with a 70-30 weight distribution, 1650 kV TP motor. It's a 4092 and a Hydra X8S. The prop that I chose is sort of unique, kind of different. This is a stainless steel voodoo prop. Race ready, sharpened, balanced, good to go. It's a 447. I have looked at this and compared it to the Octura X447, and it is almost identical, like it came out of the same mold, but this one's just made out of stainless steel. I opted to go with a 47 millimeter only because I've got low KV and kind of, 4S. So I thought maybe I can run a 47. I do have a 45 millimeter over here. Here's my 45. This right here is just like the M445 from Octura, but this is a Voodoo 445. So we'll run this prop on the next run with the SMC SRD pack. So I'm going to get it all buttoned up, turn the GPS on, and get it taped up, locked down, and put it in the water. We're going to be using the brand new WFly X9S. First time I've actually used this remote out here at all. So this was what I actually bought this for, was my new model. So this remote is going to be dedicated to this boat for now. First time I turned it on and played with it was last night. So I don't have the GPS hooked up to this yet or the battery telemetry, but everything else on it is good to go. Since this is a de-wind motor, I had to go in the settings and turn the timing on this down to 0. So we're good as far as that's concerned. Got the rudder and everything. Dual rate turned down to 70 on the rudder to where we don't have too much input on the rudder. So I think we're pretty well good to go. Alright, we got her all taped up. I did not put tape over the entirety of the seam, but I did put it up here in the front and back here in the back. So hopefully we don't flip it, get no water in it. Alright, here we go. Alright, Chaser 32. Ah, damn it. Okay, had to bring it in and tear it apart and flip the damn motor wires around. I had it reversed. Dummy mistake. Cool. Let's check cooling. Yeah, I got cooling on that side, cooling on that side. Man, I already picked up trash on the turn fin. See if I can knock it off. Yay, there it went. The pond is extremely dirty. God, it's in the muck right now. Give it a better rip here. Only about half throttle. What a smooth running boat, man. That's about full throttle right there. You're running pretty good. Not bad for 4S, really. To be like straight out the gate and not having messed with anything, it actually handles pretty well. I need to, I'm going to do a pass coming to me and see if I need to adjust trim tabs any. it's leaning on the side of the rudder. Ow. Very cool, very cool. All right. Let's go ahead and bring it in. It's been 2 minutes. I want to check temps, want to check the battery voltage, want to make a subtle little adjustment and see if we can get it any better. And we'll check the speed. All right, so the first run won't that bad. Pop this off. Let's see if we have any water. A little bit and a little screw. I don't know where that screw came from. I'll have to find that. All right, let's check temps. 121, 120. Not bad. Cooling jacket 104, but motor itself 120. See the battery 105. ESC capacitors are at 105 and the ESC is 101. So what I know is internal temperatures is always 10 degrees higher than external. So I'm going to say the ESC is about 110 degrees internally. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's check and see what the battery voltage is. All right, let's see. Okay, well, we're at 3.85, so I'm going to go ahead and call it there. This was the same battery I had done my little tests with last night, so it wasn't at 100% peak charge, but it was good enough. Cool, 39 miles an hour, not bad. Now, that was with a 447. Let's see what it does with a 45 on it. Now, for full transparency, I have never ran a mono or catamaran or anything like that on 4S. It's always been 6S or 8S since the beginning of my boating endeavors. I don't own any 2S packs, and I don't have any parallel jumpers. Everything's been running 3S and 4S in series. So this is the first time I've ever ran a single battery on 4S in any boat. So that's, you know, it's kind of new territory to me, but for the size of the pond behind me, it's kind of perfect. 40 miles an hour on a 1 acre pond. It's kind of fun and it's really easy access. So I'm going to go ahead and swap the battery out, try this new prop. It'll have less of a tongue on it. So hopefully lower temperatures and maybe a little bit better speed. I don't know. We'll see. All right, this is going to be round 2. I'll tell you what, right now, it is so much lighter with just one battery in it. Wow, so much more pep coming out the hole. Got a little bit of a hop to it. Ooh, got some lift going on there. Y'all see that? I do not have the trim tabs anywhere below the bottom level of the hull. So they're basically flush, but both trim tabs I mounted kind of like a 32nd of an inch above the line of the hull. I didn't want them dragging off the back. I didn't want it like extending the hull length. I wanted it to come down, touch the water if necessary. So that's kind of where they're at. Definitely more power with the SRD battery. Very smooth. probably might have too much trim. I've got about a half a degree up right now. Might need to set that rear stinger exactly neutral. He wants to pick the nose up. As crazy as that is, I even slid the battery forward. Yeah, I'm gonna say that 445 is where it's at. Oh, this is a blast. It's a handling dream. All right, do a nice little cool down and we'll go ahead and bring it in. Man, there is so much crap in the pond right here. Watch what happens every time I pick it up. It's like the swamp monster off Scooby-Doo. Watch. It's so bad, dude. I swear to God. Look, there's the other stuff that I pulled off last go around. It is so disgusting. So disgusting. All right. Okay, good to go. Okay, let's go ahead, open it up, and see what we find. Oh yeah, looks good. Let's check temps. 120. 118. So the outside of the can is about 110, and then if I shoot it on the inside of the rotor, I get about 120. Yeah, I like shooting that rotor right there on the end. But 120, both runs was about 121, somewhere between 110 and 120. Over here, ESC, 110 on the capacitors, 100 on the speed controller. Batteries at 101. So not bad. And then overall speed, check that out. Max speed 43 miles an hour. So smaller prop, faster speed. But we can probably say that the battery pack has a lot to do with that. The SRD packs, in my opinion, are just, you know, there's no comparison as far as the amount of power that they pack inside of those things. But in the future, we'll do some more prop tests and stuff like that. I've got a couple Dr. Props that I want to try. I didn't want to throw any Dr. Props on this right now. That's why I decided to go with the Voodoos. I'm going to say they're a step under what Dr. Prop has, but they're a step above what I personally am able to create with an ABC prop. You know, they're really nice, but for the price of a Voodoo prop, I would spend my money with Dr. Props. It's just, you know, I've done tests before and seen that, you know, you'll do 77 with what you have created, and then you'll do 85 with your direct bolt-on Dr. Prop with absolutely no other changes. So there's definitely something to be said with the quality that comes with his equipment. But other than that, I'm very, very pleased with the maiden voyage of the Delta Force Chaser 32. Looks really good. I gotta take it inside and clean it up. The reason there's water in the boat, the very first time I threw it in on camera, I didn't have it taped all the way up. And when I hit the gas, it went full speed in reverse, and the boat went bloop. And yeah, so that's when it got water in the boat. I brought it in because I had reverse reduced to 30%. So when I went reverse, it only went forward 30%, and I had to drive it in like that. And yeah, so that's why water got in the boat. But other than that, it did pretty good. The only complaint I'm going to say I have to do is I need to probably slide the liner out, since I am running a liner inside of the stuffing tube. That first initial hit, I noticed the liner had slid up to about, you know, right where that collet is. So I need to put some, you know, some contact cement on there, some CA glue, and push it in to hopefully lock it in permanently. But other than that, I think it ran really good for a maiden run. You know, I was just kind of playing around. We've got this like storm that's chilling right next to us, and I didn't know if I was going to get wet or not. I had to stop earlier because I thought it was going to storm, and I went inside and got a towel so I could dry the boat. Give the motor and the ESC about 5 minutes time to cool off in between battery runs. But yeah, I'm satisfied with it. I think next time what I'll do is I'm gonna start making notes on this boat, just like I make notes on every other boat. And I'm gonna go inside and figure out what the degree is set right now on that rear stinger. And I'm gonna adjust it. I believe I need to lower it, maybe 0.3 or 0.4 of a degree, because right now it's only like 0.5 or maybe 0.8 of a degree up, just barely up, just barely. But you can kind of tell in the video that it's lifting the nose. Even if I move the battery forward that inch and run a battery that's 1 ounce heavier, it's still lifting the nose. So I need to be able to get the boat to run dry and not bounce, because right now it's kind of got a little bit of a hop to it. So I need to figure out what I want to do. So that's just the fun of testing. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I want to thank y'all for watching. The W-Fly X9 fits great in the hand. It did excellent today. Very happy with it. The boat did excellent. This was one hell of a fun build. I know everybody was excited to watch the first Maiden. There's not really a need to take it to the speed run pond. Not unless I wanted to run this thing on 6S or 8S, which that's totally doable. Probably 6S more than 8S. But what I will say, and I'll give you a little snippet, what I'm going to do is I will run this boat on 6S the very last run before I do a motor change. But you're not going to see that 6S run until I do every single motor, the 1650, the 2200 Leopard motor, and the 3000 kV Poseidon motor. Once I have tested all of those, then I will edit the footage together to where we will do a 6S run comparison between the 3 motors. So that's my plan. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on that, to where if you're interested in watching 3 different kV values, all same motor can size, all different manufacturers and all different KVs, but we're going to run them all on 6S and we're going to see what happens. So stay tuned for that. But before that, we're going to do a couple more tests on this, run some 2 blades, run some 3 blades, some big props, some small props. We might even throw some 3S packs in this thing just to play around with it and whatnot and get the kids involved. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So until next time, I will see y'all later. Peace.